The UK government claims the new Online Safety Act is about protecting children and shielding the public from harmful content. On the surface, it sounds reasonable. Who wouldn't want a safer internet? But behind these promises lies a far more sinister motive: the power to decide what you can and cannot see, and to silence voices that challenge authority. In the UK, the new Online Safety Act is being used to silence voices. Authorities now have the power to block activist content and protest footage in real time. This law goes far beyond protecting people from explicit material. It targets information the government deems dangerous. Live streams of protests can be cut off. Posts exposing government actions are deleted without warning. Forums where activists organize are labeled as threats and shut down. News sites reporting on protests are suddenly inaccessible. Entire websites disappear overnight. The law is written vaguely, giving authorities broad power to decide what is harmful. In practice, this means any content that challenges official narratives can be erased. Authorities justify these actions as necessary for public safety, but the real effect is to suppress dissent and control public perception. If you share footage of a demonstration or organize a protest online, your content can be wiped out instantly. This is not about protecting the public. It is about maintaining control and silencing opposition. The Online Safety Act gives authorities the tools to erase inconvenient truths and prevent the public from seeing what is really happening. Always question what you are allowed to see, because censorship is now just a click away. The Online Safety Act was introduced with headlines promising to protect children from online pornography and dangerous material. But buried in the text are vague phrases like harmful content and public safety that are open to broad interpretation. This ambiguity gives authorities and tech companies sweeping power to decide what is and isn't allowed online. At first, automated systems and moderators block explicit images and videos as promised. But soon the same tools are used to take down protest live streams, news about government actions, and activist forums. For example, a live stream showing a peaceful protest is flagged as harmful and cut off in real time. News sites reporting on government misconduct are suddenly blocked with no explanation given. Online communities where activists organize are labeled as threats and shut down overnight. The definition of harmful quietly expands, and posts critical of government policy are erased before they can spread. Even independent journalists and ordinary citizens find their accounts suspended for sharing dissenting views. The law's original intent to protect becomes a shield for silencing opposition. This is how a law meant to keep children safe is weaponized against the public. Across the world, similar laws have erased inconvenient truths, imprisoned activists, and intimidated journalists. In the UK, those same tools now exist, ready to be used at a moment's notice. When laws are written so broadly, they can be twisted to suppress any voice that challenges those in power. No law, no matter how well-intentioned, should grant unchecked authority to decide what information the public is allowed to see. Because once the power to censor is handed over, it's almost impossible to take back. History shows us censorship in any form is a threat to freedom. We must never accept it, no matter the excuse, because the moment we do, our voices may be silenced forever. Across the Atlantic, lawmakers in the United States and throughout Europe are drafting bills that mirror the UK's Online Safety Act, promising to protect but poised to control. In Washington, Brussels, Berlin, and Paris, debates rage behind closed doors. Headlines speak of safety, but the fine print tells a different story. These new laws are justified as shields for children and society, but their true effect is far more sweeping. The broad, undefined powers they grant threaten to wipe out the last remaining spaces for controversial or dissenting speech, even in the world's oldest democracies. Picture a future where posts criticizing war, reporting on government overreach, or expressing unpopular views about international conflicts like anti-Israel or anti-war protests are quietly erased. Websites sharing independent news are blocked. Social media accounts vanish overnight for discussing topics deemed harmful by unseen censors. Soon there could be nowhere left to share these ideas, no matter how peaceful, factual, or important. If these air holes of free speech close, democracy itself suffocates. The right to question, to protest, to expose injustice, these are the lifeblood of a free society. Without them, power goes unchecked. History is rewritten, and it's happening all around the developed world right now. Alright, so this wasn't exactly the best video we've ever done, but it was done on short notice because of how quickly things are happening on this front. We've been a bit slow on finishing videos lately because of the lack of engagement and response from you, the viewers. If you like what we're doing, help by promoting our channel in whatever ways you can. Subscribe to our channel, view our other videos and recommend them to those you think would be interested. Stay tuned while you can.